Well, that was a tough one tonight. BC Lions continue to own us, and Rick Campbell once again coached circles around Chris Jones tonight. Just too many examples we saw of the offense not making adjustments to what BC did on defense, and we saw the results. It was a great strategy by BC to have a defensive back spying Ford most of the game, and they brought a lot of blitzes on second down, which really forced Ford to have to make these really quick decisions, which he was unable to do, and then he would get sacked. Also, it was a very bold strategy by BC that paid off, just having Matthew Betts and the defensive ends go full rush up the field pretty much the whole time, collapsing the pocket in so that the only place for Ford to escape was forward. And then the spy is right there to get him. Really, this game was not as close as the 8-point final score would indicate. If it had not been for the turnovers by BC, and especially the pick six from Kai Gray, this would have been a blowout. Once again, the Elks' bad run defense reared its ugly head tonight. Taquan Mizell had a fantastic evening for BC. Vernon Adams just did his usual thing of make a lot of big plays. Yeah, you have a couple boneheaded ones in there too. It's just what you're going to get out of Vernon Adams at this point. You get some really big plays, both directions. It's just kind of a roll of the dice. And once again, we saw Keenan Hatcher and Javon Catoy torch this secondary. At least you got to give Edmonton credit that they didn't just fold when they were down 21-7 after the first quarter, because I feel like in the first half of the season, that's what they would have done. But at least this team seems to be showing that they have fight in them, even though their playoff hopes are very, very slim at this point. They're going to have to win their next 3 games and get a lot of help. And make no mistake, there is potential for that. Montreal at home looks winnable. Toronto probably will have everything locked up. Probably. They do already. Don't really have much else to play for out in the East, so they might be resting their starters. That Winnipeg game, though, with BC keeping pace, Winnipeg might have to play their starters the whole time in that game to close the regular season. So all in all, I definitely think that opposing teams are going to use this game as a blueprint for slowing down Tre Ford, because BC did not fear Edmonton's run game with Brooks and Brown, and were willing to let their corners go one-on-one in coverage. Not sure how many teams believe in their personnel enough to do that, but that certainly looks like something teams are going to implement going forward. So all in all, we'll see what happens next, and we'll see if Edmonton can somehow extend their season into the playoffs, but it's not looking good at this point. Could please like and subscribe to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Be back next week to talk more Elks football.